This meeting is being recorded.
Yeah, started recording. Uh, just yesterday, just to explain you the like this course, what is the course and what is our role, everything. Uh, I'm not explaining deeper what is like GBT everything. So today's class we can go like what is our perform, what is our role. Uh, just 1 second. Yeah. So maybe before starting our role, everything. So initially we can go for like what is a performance testing. So mainly what is a performance testing in the sense? Performance testing is a process of determining the speed. So determining the speed. So initially we want to know the speed of the application, how much like how the application is responding properly, and that means like and also responsiveness, how the application is responding to us, and stability. Okay, so application should be stable. So whenever 1,000 users are logging at same time, or 2,000, 10,000, okay. So depending on the application, everything, application size, everything, the application should be stable. So these are the three main metrics here. Initially, so why we are going for performance testing before application will go to live. So to check, so once application will go to live, suddenly some issue happens here, then application will become slow down or application may crash. Okay, so then what may happens here? It's a very they will experience a very bad reputation, and money will also wasted. So that is the reason every product team they will go for performance testing before application will go to live. So to check the application speed and responsiveness and the stability of the application or stability of the program, whatever may be. And this performance testing will ensure the system is like the application maybe or anything. The system or application will perform well under expected and peak conditions. So uh, this performance testing will ensure the product team or client, okay, so it will ensure them the application is performing very good or maybe good under some expected conditions or peak conditions. So maybe they're expecting the application should work properly for 1,000 concurrency. Yet concurrency in the sense when 1,000 users will log in at same time, or when 1,000 users are accessing the application at same time. So that is the expected condition or peak condition in the sense they will check for something more than 1,000 concurrency, like 2,000 concurrency or 1,500 concurrency, more than their expected concurrency. Here, mainly whenever we are coming, we have chosen the performance testing role. Every time we should have these terminologies like concurrency, throughput. Okay, so concurrency refers to the number of users log in at same time. So then the performance testing will also help us to identify the potential bottlenecks that may impact the user experience. Mainly user experience is important. So why we are designing this many applications? Uh, Before I think 10 years back, this many applications we are not having. But nowadays, we are having so many applications here. So, for suppose if one one application is not opening properly, then the user will go to other application. So then they want to invest the money in recruiting the developer, recruiting like a product manager, and one team will work for designing this application, and they want to invest money for designing this application. Okay, so they have done everything. They have developed the code. Everything, the functional testing is completed. Okay, automation testing is completed. Security testing is completed. Everything. But if that application fails in the performance testing, and if the same issues may happen in the production, like in the live or in whenever application will go through live, if user is not happy with the application, then no one will go. So no one will use that application. So then that owner, the product owner, like the client or whoever may be, so their money will be wasted and time is also wasted. So that is the reason performance testing we are doing at last, but it's very important. Okay, because this will uh, this will impact the overall application. So, like an example for suppose, imagine an e-commerce application. Okay, you designed an e-commerce application, taken 3 years, 4 years, or 1 year, depending on the application. Okay, then suddenly on a holiday sale, they given one holiday sale. Holiday sale in the sense like they will give some offers and everything. So whenever holiday sale happens here, and we know so many users will come to buy the products. So then what will happen if suddenly like more number of users will log in their application? If their application is not responding properly because of like more users have logged in, so then the users may not use that holiday sale option, and it's a major drawback for the e-commerce application. So that is the reason they want to well prepare. They want to well prepare whether before going to live only, they want to do the performance testing. They want to do the performance testing before going to live. Okay, and also they want to ensure everything. They want to because that's the reason whenever as a tester, as explained you in the earlier class also, we should able to ask more and more questions to them, because we are not designing the application, or we are not doing any functional testing everything. So we should ask more and more questions to them, and we should able to like gather some information how the application will work. For suppose if they are not giving us the proper scenarios, then what will happen? We will do our scenario. We will do the testing with our scenario. For suppose I will test with 1,000 concurrency. Okay, I'm testing with 1,000 concurrency. 1,000 confidence in the sense 1,000 users log in at same time. 1,000 users log in at same time. But maybe when the application will go to live, 3,000 users log in. Then what will happen? The application, I'm not sure. Maybe the application may crash, or application may work, or application may slow down. Whatever maybe happens here. But we have not tested with 3,000 confidence. So that is the reason they should able to explain us everything properly. How this application is working, what is the concurrency of the application, what is the throughput of the application, and what is the protocol of the application. Everything they want to explain everything to us before doing the performance testing. I will explain you how to gather all these informations, everything through NFR, non-functional requirements gathering. I will show you. Okay, uh, and also the test planning, how you are planning before going for performance testing. I will show you in one class what is the test planning, performance test planning, how to gather the information, how to design the strategy before doing the performance testing. Okay, then once non-functional requirements are completed and the strat or planning or strategy is completed, so then then you can go for recording the application with a JMeter tool or LoadRunner tool or NeoLoad or K6 tool, any tool. They are just tools, but here performance testing is different, and tools are different here. We can use any tool. Okay, but maybe in our course we are using JMeter tool. Okay, now any doubts like now what is the performance testing or can we? Okay, it's better if we can ask queries in the final once all this everything. If any query wants to be, you can ask. Okay. Okay, then what is the why the performance testing is important? As explained, okay, as explained, this performance testing is very important as explained earlier. No? So now just we are going for some examples. So like example one, a banking application needs to handle multiple transactions simultaneously without delay or failures. Okay, so now we are sending the money easily. We are checking the money in the bank, or we should pay some EMI. Before 2 days back, I faced some issue. I paid one EMI, and suddenly their application is having some technical glitch. Money was debited from my end, but amount has not credited to their account. Okay. So then what may happens here? So then I will get some fear, na, like money is debited from my account and it has not credited, and my EMI due date is also completed. So then they will keep some final some charges on my EMI. So I will get some fear. So so when coming for banking application, na, like they want to handle multiple transactions and multiple users simultaneously. Okay, so that is the reason they want to do whenever any new feature added or whenever any new screen added. Okay, whenever they are changing any architecture whenever they are changing any servers like whatever may be whatever they are doing any change here. I will explain you what changes they will do everything. So whenever they are doing any changes, so then it's compulsory they want to do performance testing before deploying deploying in the sense they want to deploy that particular code into the application. Okay, into the application and before going for live everything. So performance testing should be done to check uh, how this may handle, like how the application is responding. Okay, then coming for one more example, like mainly a video streaming service. Okay, like for suppose we know some live sections will be there. Maybe if in the live section, if maybe if more and more users will log in, then the servers should able to handle properly. They will have always we know we are having servers okay which will drive this application. So the servers should be able to handle with more and more users. So if any video if any video is lagging or any buffer due to some server limitation, as explained, server limitations. So maybe the server is having around 30 GB, 30 GB RAM. If that 30 GB RAM is almost completed, then how the server will respond again. So the server may not respond properly. So so then we should go for like we should this performance testing will identify and helps to resolve these issues. Okay, so we will say what we will do. We will run. We will record the particular application and we will run with like 100 concurrency or 500 concurrency and 1,000 concurrency, 2,000, and we will send a report to them. Yeah, this is the response time. When I will log in with 100 concurrency, yeah, this is the response time. When I will log in with 500 concurrency, so we will explain everything to to them. Okay. So mainly, why we are going for performance testing in the sense, user experience is the most important because we cannot say I designed very good application, I designed this application, but at last, uh, maybe user experience, users should have very uh, you should have very happy experience. Like, yeah, I'm using this application and I can able to buy the product within 1 second or 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, I or I sent a money to others within 1 second, 2 seconds without any problem. So users should be happy. Finally, so that is the reason we are going for performance testing. I hope now you understood now what is the performance testing and what is the role. So why we are going anything, any queries?
No, thank you for explaining. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So just having complete now various types of performance testing. Okay. So various types of performance testing. So whenever the client or product team or whatever, whoever, okay. So whenever they will come to us and they will ask, do the performance testing. We are having some 4 to 5 different types of testings here. So one testing is load testing. Everything, everyone will go for initial load testing only, maximum. And what is the load testing in the sense? We will access the system's ability to handle expected user load. Okay, so just we will access the system's ability to handle expected user load. Here we will design the scenario exactly replica this is like uh, exactly replica to the production. Maybe for suppose that application is in production, then we will ask multiple questions to them in the production. What so when they observe the peak load in the sense maybe maybe before 10 days back, 1,000 users are using their application, and one day 10,000 members using their application. Like for suppose, okay, so then we will ask them like one day 1,000 users and other like one more day 10,000 users. We will check day wise. We will check day wise, and they will gather all the information by using some Splunk tool or ELK tools, okay, or Dynatrace tool. They will have all the monitoring tool, and from the monitoring tool, they will gather all, they use it to gather all the information like daily how many users will log in their application. Then we will ask them to check the peak day. So when maximum users have logged in your application. So we will ask them to check what is the peak day. And from the peak day, we will check again. I observe like maybe here 10,000 members have logged in my are using my application in a particular day. Okay. So then I will ask them to check this particular peak day. And once I know what like 10,000 peak day, again I will check with them hourly wise. I'll check with them hourly wise how many users have logged in, because I want to design the scenario for the peak conditions. That is the load testing here by comparing with production. If application is in production, okay. If application is not in production, that is a different case. Okay, then we should rely on the product manager or whatever maybe. Okay, their information only. But if production is in live and they're asking us to do the performance testing, okay, so then we should ask all these questions like, so when is the peak day and from the peak day peak hour, and from the peak hour we will ask them the concurrency, concurrency, concurrence in the sense in a particular peak hour, how many users are logging their application parallelly. For suppose now we have three members parallelly. Okay, in some live sections or something, 1,000 members may use their application parallelly at same time. Parallel in the sense at same time. So we will check how many users will log in at same time. Okay, then I will design the scenario. I will record the application and I will design the scenario with this peak hour concurrency. So peak hour lookout. Just we are just we are doing a replica of the production. That's it. Okay. Here I explain like just earlier days before application goes to live. Just they used to check with around 10 users log in the application manually. Okay, and they used to verify whether application is responding well or not. But nowadays, you know how the complexity has happens here, like the front end, everything. Okay, as application complexity is goes on increasing, so performance testing is also playing an important role these days here, because from the last 4 years, this performance testing is keep on increasing. The future of this performance testing is keep on increasing because of the application complexity and also the competition. Okay, if one application is not responding properly, other application will come. So that is the reason. Every application teams they will do the performance testing in every release. Whenever they are adopting any changes, they will do. So then in the load testing, just we are designing the scenario exactly replica to the production expected user load. Okay, examples like testing a new feature on a social media platform to see if it can handle the daily active users. So they know daily 10,000 users will use their social media platform here. So then we will test with 1,000 concurrency only. We are not we are not assuming anything. In load testing, we are not assuming anything. Just we will ask the question from them, and whatever they will say the scenarios to us, uh, exactly we will do the replica. That's it. That is the load testing. Yeah, and coming for stress testing in the sense, once load testing is completed, everything is good, and or maybe bottlenecks may come, okay, whatever may be. But if application team will say that they want to stimulate e-commerce application during a flash sale. So flash sale in the sense like they know they will have a sale on maybe on November 9th, okay, at morning 9 a.m. So then you know everyone will be before the system only because to buy the products, okay. And what happens suddenly more number of users will log in. So more number of users will log in. Then we want to stimulate this. Okay, we want to stimulate initial, because we know initially in load testing only thousand users are logging in the production. In thousand users are logging in the production. That is the context they given to us in the load testing. But in the stress testing, we want to find more than the production data, more than the production data. Okay, so we want to test it for 1500, 2000, 3000, depending on, okay, actually until the system should crash, we should do the stress testing here, but that may not happen in the real time scenario. Just you can go for increasing the some number of users. Okay, so just we are stressing, we are stressing the application, and we are checking under the stress how the application is responding properly to us. Okay, so that is called stress testing here. Just increasing the number of concurrency, number of users. Okay, more than the load testing here. Is it fine? These two conditions. Yeah. Then coming for endurance testing, like here endurance testing in the sense, for suppose you're designing a gaming application, and you know the gaming application will continuously run for 24 hours because uh, someone will come and they will use the application. Okay, so as someone will come and they will use the application continuously for 24 hours, so maybe there may be some memory leaks may happen here because 24 hours if application is running, then there is a chance memory leaks may happen here. To find this memory leaks, we will do the exact scenario running running the application for more than 4 hours, 8 hours. Okay, I think I forgot to explain one more thing. For load testing and stress testing, we can design the scenario like for 30 minutes or 1 hour, depending upon your team, but 1 hour or 30 minutes. Okay, we are not going for maximum more than 1 hour. Just we will design the scenario just only for 1 hour. But endurance testing will be designed for 8 hours or 4 hours, in some cases 24 hours. Okay, so just we will do the scenario and we will run the application continuously for 8 hours. Okay, or 16 hours. So depending upon their requirements. And they will check, they will monitor all this, they will monitor everything like the CPU and memory for all the servers. Okay, how the utilization is going on. I will explain everything. Okay, what is the CPU, memory utilizations, everything. But as of now, endurance testing will be for more hours. So whenever anyone is asking, like what is the various types of testing, you should be able to explain properly what is the load testing. Load testing will be just we are designing the scenario exactly replica to the production, and stress testing in the sense just we are designing the scenario more than the load testing to check in future if more number of users are logging their application, how the application will respond. Okay, that's the reason. Before that, we are testing the application with more number of users. And endurance testing, running the application for more than for more time, like 4 hours, 8 hours. Okay, mainly for checking the memory leaks. Okay, now coming for spike testing, this is also most important. Like as explained, na, like e-commerce flash sale happens here, and whenever any flash sale of something, users are very curious. They are having very curiosity to log in before to buy the products, whatever the products they're expecting to buy with very low price. So, if suddenly, for suppose initially application daily application only 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 only used to log in at same time. But maybe on the flash sale, okay, what may happen? 10,000 users suddenly they came. Then what may happen? If we are not doing performance testing before, so there's a chance application may crash, or may application may work properly depending upon their background, how the servers they are managing. If they can manage servers properly using cloud server, because recently cloud server in the sense, if one server got exhausted, one more server will come at same time. But that is not possible with every team, no? Like again, they want to invest the money like in Azure platform. They want to deploy their application in like some cloud services like Azure, AWS. Okay, so that will be like with money, everything. So that may not happen with every application. Okay, but still, then it's a money wasted, na? Like if we are going for more number of servers, so but whatever maybe we should able to check everything before. That's the reason. Like if suddenly any spike happens here, okay, then then we want to check how the application is responding. Application is giving, because as I explained, mainly we are finding the speed, responsiveness, and stability. That is our main purpose. Okay, so whenever application is loading with sudden spike of users, we want to check how the application is responding properly. Then coming for volume testing. Volume testing in the sense, just we will test the application with large volumes of data. Okay, here mainly this volume testing will help us to checking the for just 1 second. So the volume testing will help us to volume testing will help us to check the database performance initially. Database mainly when processing millions of records. Okay, like batch job testing or whatever maybe. I will explain clearly in the future. But mainly volume testing, we are not doing that much. Mainly load testing only we will do. Stress and endurance in spike depending upon the application. Whatever application you are doing. Okay. I think this is so just we are using in our course JMeter, okay, uh, for doing the load testing of stress or everything. I will explain you. Okay, actually we are having common tools like JMeter and Load Runner and Neo Load. So many applications we are having, but JMeter is the open source tool. Okay, no need to invest any money. But whereas Load Runner or Neo Load, so we want to invest some money. That depends upon again the application client or whatever maybe. Okay, so just I'm explaining that we are having some common tools. So JMate is an open source tool. That's it. So we can use easily for analyzing the performance. I think this is my uh, okay for today's section. Like anything wants to ask, I think only two more minutes left. Any other queries? Everything is understood well. But now you got like what is the performance testing, why it is important, and what okay. And I think I will explain you something more. Like where I think I explained you already, but or not on the screen. Just 1 second. I said now, like initially, the application will develop, then they will do all the testing, self functional testing, and they will do the security testing. Finally, we will do the performance testing before application will go to live. Okay, final stage. Our stage will be final. Okay, not in the front or middle. Okay, but in every release, our stage will be in the final before going to live. Just to they want to ensure the client should ensure application is responding properly. That's it. That is the main.
Um,
Yeah.
Shurya, sorry to cut you off in middle of the meeting. I understand we only have 2 more minutes left. So since this lecture was live recorded, I would like to request. Are you going to send us this session?
Yeah,
So
I will
this.
send it. Just one second.
Uh,
Let me. Can I
okay.
stop the recording then? Wait, wait.